This really is getting funny. This is like the fourth take on timing animations. That's how challenging it is to do this one without a classroom and keep it under 10 minutes. Anyway, so let's get to it. So I got some animations set for the text box containing the title and the text box containing the content. And this is what they're looking like right now. So you can see they're running along. We have the bulleted list. The animations are one letter at a time, yada yada yada. We're going to make some changes on that. I'm going to select the text box with the title. I'm choosing which way I want it to come in or go out. I'm going to choose again how fast I want it to run. I'll say medium. And I'm going to click on the down arrow to choose my effect options. I'm going to go to the timing tab, and I can choose on click with previous or after previous. So the previous simply refers to the preceding event. And so in the case of the title, the preceding event is what? It's the slide arriving. So whether it's the transition from slide 1 to slide 2 is the previous event. So do I want this to start on a click, so that's me totally controlling it, or do I want whatever event is controlling this to automatically happen when I advance to this slide? So I'm going to have it start with previous. I want it to happen with this slide, and just have the two things happen together. I think the only thing I'm going to do is have this happen by the individual words, and so I'm going to animate the text by word and say that that's fine. Now, let's get on with this big guy here. Alright, we're going to bring them in. We're going to bring them in, I think we'll probably tumble this in one word at a time. And we're going to decide how each of these runs. So let's start with this text box. This is the placeholder here. And I'm going to bring in the effect options. And I'm going to go to text animation. First level is good. That's how we want to do it. I'm going to go to the timing and decide whether or not I want to have it start as soon as the title starts with the previous. Do I start it with the previous and then delay so that the previous comes on? This event, the timer for this event starts running the very same time this does, but I say I want this to rest on the slide for, say, oh, I don't know, let's set it for 4 seconds. And then I'll determine how fast I want this to happen. Okay? See where I'm going with this? And then this is, do I want to apply a sound? How do I want to handle it? Dim it, don't dim it, by letter, animate the text by letter, by word. How do I want to have that happen? I'll go ahead and have it come in by word, and I'll say, okay. And so it's now waiting for those seconds to happen before this comes in. Now that's the whole content thing. I'm going to click on this and choose, well, what if I want this to come in separately? I'm going to have it start with the previous. I'm going to go to the timing, and I'm going to delay this 4 seconds beyond the first one. Now let's just see if this works. Let's click OK. And here's the 8-second wait is what we're waiting for, right? So if I play this slide, here comes the stuff slide. Here comes actually 3 of them because I haven't set the other 2. So you see what's going on? Let's go ahead and set an event for this one now. So I'm going to click on it. I've got this one set at 4. This one's basically set at 8. I'm going to change the timing on this one then from 8 to 12, right? So all I'm doing is using my arrows to do that. And then on this one, I want to change this at another 4 if I'm bringing them in 4 seconds exactly apart from each other. and I will set this one, I'm going to type it in this time at 16. Click OK. Now when I play, slight delay, wait a 4-second, this one happens. Wait another 4 seconds, this one happens. Wait another 4 seconds, this one happens. And wait another 4 seconds, and this one happens. And so I've sort of slowed it down. Now obviously they're still running pretty fast if what I want to do is bring this in and hold it while I talk about it and make my points about it, and then this one, in which case if I'm doing this as a presentation, I may make this a part of a manual event and bring these in manually rather than as a timing. Okay? Lots to do in terms of controlling timing. Timing is a great challenge, and I think you're going to find as we go along and make these slideshows more and more complicated, timing your events are going to be more and more are going to represent a greater challenge. Anyway, probably ought to get out of here. Thanks for listening.